So, Sledgehammer Games has just revealed Call of Duty World War II for the first time. Last night they revealed a trailer that pretty much focused on the single player, and they gave us some high-level information on other aspects of the game as well. Now, I wanted to make this video today to go over what's been announced and answer the question, is Call of Duty back? So first of all, the single player. It looks to be your quintessential World War II shooter campaign. The game will follow US Army Private Ronald "Red" Daniels and other members of the US 1st Infantry Division as they fight through some of the most well-known battles of the war during 1944 and 1945. So you're looking at the end of World War II here. Things like Omaha Beach, the liberation of Paris, the Battle of the Hürtgen Forest, and the push into Germany beyond. Private Daniels isn't some hardened war veteran, he's a brand new guy to this war, and according to the developers, they've really tried to get you to connect and play with Daniels with the soldiers in your squad that you play alongside of. A little bit more about that in a moment. During the campaign, you'll also have the opportunity to play as British soldiers, the French resistance, and others as well, according to the website Game Informer. Now, playing through the campaign, this is important, you're not going to be regenerating health or automatically replenishing your ammo either. This is a little bit of a departure from Call of Duty's gone past. Apparently, you'll need to call upon your squad mates to help you with supplies and medical assistance if you want to progress and stay alive. That is quite the departure from Call of Duty games before. Moving on from the campaign, we head to our first interesting announcement of that reveal show. A separate second mode called War. This mode will be narrative driven, so it's similar in a sense to the single player campaign, but this time it's multiplayer, and it's rumoured to support up to 48 players. Interesting. You'll be able to fight through iconic battles from the Second World War, both from the Allied and Axis perspective, fighting for strategic objectives. This sounds like they're expanding the scope from what you normally expect from a Call of Duty game. Like they've looked beyond that small arena-style shooter experience, and they're adding in something much bigger. I'm really interested in this. We don't have any more information on it right now, but if it's rumoured to have 48 players, and you're going to be fighting over strategic objectives, that sounds a little bit more like a full war battle to me. And if you're going into battle with 24 players on one side and 24 on the other, for me, that's kind of like a Battlefield thing. So if they're going to do that, I'm really interested in what they're going to do here. Next, we're going to jump into probably what was the most surprising announcement, something called Headquarters. This is the image that we have of it right now, and according to Sledgehammer Games, this is essentially going to be Call of Duty's social space. It's described as a place that players can go during downtime before they go into multiplayer or after they've come out of it, and they can chat with their friends and trade items amongst each other. They specifically mentioned it being an off-the-front-lines experience. Now, this sounds very much like Destiny's Tower, where players could hang out, show off their gear and their collectibles, and then trade with vendors. Considering Destiny is also owned by Activision, the same company that owned the Call of Duty IP, although it's surprising to see them try this with Call of Duty, at the same time it's really not all that surprising. It is very interesting, however, and I can't wait to see more of what they're going to do here. Switching over specifically now to the multiplayer, we do have a little bit of gameplay information. The standard message that we got from the reveal was boots on the ground, a return to fast-paced, strategic gameplay that you've come to expect from Call of Duty from games gone past. Perhaps not the last 3 games, which had boost jumping and were a little bit futuristic. I'm talking like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 1, that kind of era, but in a World War II setting, or even specifically World at War. That's the kind of gameplay you can expect from Call of Duty World War II. In terms of weaponry, we didn't get much confirmed, but on the live stream they did show the M1 Garand, the MG42, the M1903 Springfield, and the Grease Gun. I think we could have guessed that those were going to be in this game. I haven't actually looked at the trailer in too much depth beyond watching it a few times to get a feel for it. I'm sure there are more weapons in there than what I've just said, but for now, we kind of get the feeling that some of the iconic World War II weapons are gonna be in this game. Something again that seems to be brand new to Call of Duty, players are going to enlist in different divisions in the multiplayer, and this way they will progress through the ranks. Now these divisions act as like a class that you fight as. There's going to be armor, infantry, airborne, and others as well, and it seems that you will stick with that division as you continue to play. Again, this sounds like a Destiny-inspired choice where you could choose what type of character you wanted to be. Sledgehammer have obviously looked at what Destiny did right and are thinking of putting that into Call of Duty. If that's the case, I'm quite excited for that. And the last thing they revealed, zombies. Proper World War II zombies. The story, in the final days of the Second World War, the Third Reich were desperate and turned to their mad scientists who created this monstrosity. No more details other than that at the moment, but zombies, when I was younger, I absolutely loved that game mode. I played the hell out of it, and I loved the original story with the original 4 characters. According to Sledgehammer Games, in this game, Call of Duty World War II, it will be a brand new zombies storyline that will be separate from the campaign as well, so it looks like there's a lot more lore to get into with this brand new title. I'm really excited for zombies again. With all that information then, is Call of Duty back? Well, it depends on how you look at it. If you look at it purely from a setting and gameplay standpoint, then at this moment in time, definitely. Sledgehammer seems to be delivering the full World War II experience that players have been asking for since the franchise kind of went the wrong way with their futuristic theme. Players have wanted a return to this era for a while now, and with Battlefield 1 providing the first AAA return last year, it was only a matter of time before Call of Duty did the same. When you look at it from another perspective, and that's to say in which the manner it has been revealed, and that it followed Battlefield 1, I'm not so sure the anticipation of the reveal was matched by the reveal itself. The whole show felt a little bit underwhelming to me. They didn't sell it as well as I thought they could have. It lacked a little bit of finesse, it lacked a little bit of punch in my opinion. The trailer was good, but it didn't give me the fizz. And it's hard to explain what the fizz is, but essentially, I wasn't as excited as I thought I would be at the prospect of a brand new AAA World War II multiplayer shooter being revealed for the first time in a long time. It felt like the reveal was a little bit overshadowed by it not being the first of the bunch to do what it's doing. And it's almost as if without it being there, Battlefield had kind of stolen those ridiculous levels of hype from last year, being it the first to return to the World War era. This Call of Duty reveal, in my opinion, didn't have the same impact that Battlefield 1 did last year, at least from where I'm standing anyway. Having said that though, I have no doubt that this game will sell really, really well, and from what Sledgehammer are pitching, this is going to be the return to Call of Duty of past times. I was a little bit underwhelmed by what they announced, but potentially that's just simply because the reveal didn't do a great job of really highlighting everything that I wanted to know about this game. In my opinion, they played it a little bit safe with the tone and the setting, the European theatre, Americans versus Germans, Omaha Beach, etc., but maybe they played it safe on purpose, because the last 3 games we had Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare, because they strayed so far from that original Call of Duty formula, they felt they needed to guarantee that people would be interested in this game. I'd be surprised if that wasn't the case, and I'm sure it will be a good game, however, because this is the biggest FPS franchise in the entire world, and lots of people are going to be buying this game come November. So in conclusion, yes, Call of Duty does appear to be back, but it remains to be seen by how much it's back. The next stop is E3 for the multiplayer reveal, and I'm sure we'll get a much better idea of how this game is shaping up on that day. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments section, and I'll be down there reading as many as I can. Let's get a good conversation going about Call of Duty World War II. But until next time, my name is Westie, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.